How do you create a narrative arc in beer flight creation? Imagine walking into a brewery or a tasting room and being taken on a journey with each sip. That's what crafting a story through a beer flight is all about. It's like telling a story with flavors, styles, and even the history behind each brew. To do this well, start by choosing beers that differ in key ways. Think about their color, bitterness, alcohol content, and taste complexity. Arrange them from light to dark or from low to high alcohol. For example, you might begin with a crisp Pilsner, then move to an amber ale, followed by a porter, and finish with a rich stout. This order creates a natural buildup of flavors, much like a story rising to a climax. You can also organize the flight by alcohol by volume, starting with beers that have a lower percentage and ending with stronger brews like an imperial stout or Belgian quadruple. This way, the palate is prepared for the intensity of the stronger beers. Another effective method is to tell a story about a brewery or a style. For instance, you could do a horizontal flight that showcases different styles from one brewery, highlighting its range, or a vertical flight that samples the same style brewed over different years, showing how it evolves. Adding storytelling beyond just flavors makes the experience richer. Share details about the beer's history, ingredients, or the brewing process. This creates a connection between the drinker and the beer, making the tasting more memorable. Use small glasses, usually between 3 and 5 ounces, and arrange them on a tasting mat. This setup helps guide the drinker through the story visually and physically. The key is to think of the flight as a story with a beginning, middle, and end. Start with lighter, more delicate beers and gradually move to darker, more intense ones. Consider the alcohol content to match the progression and keep the experience smooth. Thematic flights are also great for storytelling. For example, exploring a brewery's journey or a particular brewing technique can add layers to the narrative. When you combine flavor progression, visual presentation, and storytelling, you turn a simple tasting into a memorable experience. It's about creating a flow that keeps the drinker engaged from the first sip to the last. This approach not only highlights the artistry behind each beer but also makes the tasting more enjoyable and meaningful.